The fear of the Heavenly Father is the beginning of wisdom, you know. So a healthy amount of fear is needed, you know, in this ministry, in this truth. You know, it's really needed for salvation. You need a healthy amount of fear for getting salvation, man. Because if you fear the Heavenly Father, then you're going to do your best to try to please him, you know. Now, if you like Esau, Edom, the so-called white man that don't fear the Heavenly Father at all, you know, you're just gonna do what the fuck you want to do until that time come where you're forced to fear him. Because hey, Esau might try to do what the hell he want to do right now. He probably try to act like he don't really fear the Heavenly Father right now, but hey, they fear the Heavenly Father, man. They just hell-bent on wanting to do things that they want to do because, you know, salvation ain't for them. You know, the kingdom of heaven is not for them. So they want to go out with a bang. They want to go down with the ship, you know. Esau wants to ride this thing out till he can't ride it out no more, man. You know, and hey, they may as well, you know. Esau is doing exactly what he was set up to do. You know, the prophecies already talk about his extermination and so on and so forth. So he may as well go ahead and ride this thing out till he can't ride it out no more, man. It ain't like he's just gonna put a stop to everything and start doing good to the whole world and start being an upright person. You know, that's not in his nature. You know, he was created to be the devil. So that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's just playing his role. You know what I'm saying? So let's try to get into some of these articles real quick, you know. And I really need to invest in some some earphones, you know, those things you put over your ears. Matter of fact, I got something like that. Let me see. It's like it, man. It's colder out here. It really ain't just the temperature. It's the wind that's blowing. That's it's kind of unbearable. It's freezing my damn ears off. But I got some headphones I can put on real quick, so we can keep it going strong. You know. Let me just throw these on real quick. We're gonna get right back to it. Hopefully these keep my ears warm. Let's see. And that should work. This wind ain't playing. All right. All right, let's jump into an article real quick, man, because I'm complaining about the cold, but man, it's gonna get a lot colder than this, you know. And you brothers that's in different states and shit like that, y'all gonna feel it too, because I think it tells you what states it's gonna be like in the real, like I think like Florida and these states that's like down south and shit like that. I think they're gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold as fuck there too, but it ain't gonna be like these other places. So let's let me see. Let me see real quick. Let's go into this article real quick and see what it's talking about. Okay, it's talking about it's gonna be cold as shit. It says multiple Arctic outbreaks to impact more than 250 million in central eastern US into mid-January. You know, and they got like places in risk of sub-freezing temperatures. You know, they got half of Texas, you know, they got half of Louisiana, you know, they got only a little bit of Florida, they got Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, you know, North and South Carolina, Tennessee, Arkansas, these places are going to be having sub-freezing. These places that I just named, those places, it cover the whole state. You know, it says the sub-freezing temperatures in those in these states that I just named, it says it's going to be very high. So it's most likely going to be in the negative. It's going to be so fucking cold, man. You know, and like I said, Esau, he's doing something. He's manipulating the weather. He's doing something. You know, we ain't exactly sure what his plan is, but we know that this devil got something to do with these temperatures, man. He's manipulating the weather for a certain reason, you know? And that's because they want to do these lockdowns. They want to have this pestilence going at the same time. These freezing temperatures is going around. You know, they want everybody, you know, locked in, so they can be out here setting up infrastructure and doing what else they got to do, man. You know? Because Esau, he's just a fucking devil, man. Everything that he do has a sinister, you know, everything this devil do, it has a sinister aspect to it, you know? He don't do nothing just to be doing it. Everything that he do it got something sinister behind it. It's some evil behind it, you know, because this devil, he plans everything that he's doing. He plans it out. You know what I'm saying? This is the devil we talking about, you know? But let's go into this article real quick. Let's see what it's talking about. It says, round after round after round of Arctic air is poised to plunge into the central and eastern United States. Meteorologists warn that each outbreak of Arctic air has the potential to bring colder air further south than the previous round and will lead to a major surge in energy demands and the risk of freeze-related damage in the southern states. So they're talking about major power surges of energy. They're talking about now if this devil, if Esau Edom, the so-called white man, if this devil really wanted to be the fucking devil, he can cause a blackout. You know, he can blame the people for using up too much heat and energy during the time when it get this cold. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say it get this cold. Let's just say it in most of the United States, the temperature is in the negatives. And it's cold as fuck and everybody's using their heat. You know, everybody using all their energy. He can be the devil and just cause a blackout and blame it on the people for using too much energy. That way everybody start freezing. You know, no heat, no lights, no fire, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Esau, he can be the devil and do that shit. You know? And that would cause so much suffering, man. That would cause so much suffering and a lot of people to freeze if Esau would just, during this time when it's gonna get real cold, if he just, you know, cause a blackout to cut everybody's power off and blame it on the people for using up too much energy and heat because it's cold. You know, that's something that this devil would do. Like I said, this devil don't do nothing without a sinister aspect behind it, without a sinister motive behind it, you know? Because everything that this devil do is planned out. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue reading. It says, the magnitude and extent of the Arctic air will build into the first full week of January and linger through the middle of the month and will at times affect more than 250 million people living in more than 40 states in the central and eastern regions. It says, at this time, it looks like there would be at least 3 major blasts of Arctic air that will affect the southern states. Meteorologists say the first outbreak will linger into January 4th, the second on January 7th through 8th, and then the third round on January 11th through 12th. Additional rounds of Arctic air may follow, but the directed more toward be directed more towards the Midwest and Northeast. Each wave will bring a reinforcing shot of cool air, keeping air temperatures well below the norm for the first month of the year. Even though each layer of cold coming may stop short of the most extreme conditions in the past 10 to 15 years, the number of days spent below the historic average will add up in dozens of states from just east of the Rockies to the Atlantic and Gulf Coast. This is not record-setting cold. So they said that this cold is coming. It's not going to set records. It's not a record-setting thing, but it says this is not a record-setting cold, but the longevity of these cold waves combined with snow on the ground in upper Midwest and northern plains will lead to a prolonged surge in heating demand. You know, so they keep talking about heating. They keep talking about a surge in power use. You see? Because the colder it get for the amount of time, if it get colder for a longer period of time, that means that people are going to be demanding power and heat, you know, for a longer period of time, which means that the power, the demands of heat and power is going to surge, you know, intensively. Which, like I said, Esau, he can use that time to cause a power outage at a time where it's very cold and people need heat, you know, to be the devil that he is. You know, for whatever agenda he would likely use that for. But we don't know. I'm just speculating on what could happen. But you know, you can't put nothing past this fucking devil. You know? Can't put nothing past the devil, man. But in this article, that's constantly what they keep talking about. Major energy demand. You know, people, a high surge and people demanding energy and heat. You know, this could be a narrative that they building up, you know, but we're going to see how it play out. But all I know is right now, it's cold as fuck. You know, it's cold as hell right now. But let's see. Let's finish this article out. But it says, let's see. It says the prolonged nature of the cold as a result could end up making a splash on the record books, making it the coldest January in over a decade. This could end up being the coldest January since 2011 for the U.S. as a whole. Another key factor as to how far to the south and east the extreme cold will be able to penetrate is that multiple storms are forecast to produce extensive swath of snow and ice from the Great Plains to Midwest, East, and even well into the southern states. So they're trying to add this along with these new pestilences, these new viruses and so on and so forth. This is going to be added along with that. So me personally, I think, you know, when the scripture's talking about this going to be a time like no other, me personally, I think it's because a lot of different things are going to be overlapping. A lot of different plagues are going to be overlapping. It's going to be a lot of different things that's going to be happening at one time. You know what I'm saying? For example, you might have tea attacks. You know, you might have tea attacks. You know, that's running rampant. A lot of people, you know, commit tea attacks. Then on top of that, you have plague outbreaks. You know, a lot of different pestilences and people, hospitals getting filled up with people that got different pestilences. Then you got tea attacks on the hospital of where all these people went. And then you got then you got businesses and things like that closing. You got unemployment at an all-time high. So you got people out here robbing each other and killing each other. Then you got inflation. It's going to be a lot of things that's going to be happening at one time, which is why this is going to be a time like no other. You know? So you're going to need the Heavenly Father in these times because anything can happen, man. You know? You're going to be going shopping with your family. You can go to a carnival. You know, you say you can go to a carnival with your family and all of a sudden it's a mass shooter that started breaking out and started gunning down everybody. You know? And if you ain't got the Heavenly Father with you, you might get hit. You might get hit with a couple rounds. You know what I'm saying? But a brother that's in his ministry, you know, he get caught in a situation like that where he at the carnival, you know, they can duck off. You know what I'm saying? Or the mass shooting might happen a few moments after they already left. You know, that's the type of things that's going to be happening to the elect, man. You know, the timing of certain evils is gonna be perfect for the elect, man. Like I said, it might be a planned bombing or something at a carnival, and you left like 5 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden 5 minutes later a bombing take place. You know, killed like 20-something people. You know, and you made it out 5 minutes early. You know, that's the type of things that the Heavenly Father is going to be doing for the elect, man. You know, and it's going to be even greater miracles than that. You know, things that we can't even think of right now. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I'm using with my mortal brain. That's just a scenario I thought of with my fucking human brain. But the Heavenly Father is going to do things that you can't even explain in these coming times, man. Things that don't even really make sense. You know? The Heavenly Father is really gonna bend. He's really gonna bend reality for the elect, man. Things is gonna be happening. Things is gonna be happening to the elect. You know, for the elect that's not even gonna be making sense. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be things that won't even be making sense, but the Heavenly Father is gonna be getting His elect out of certain situations like that. Like I said, the Heavenly Father, He cares about His elect so much that He's actually going to be bending reality for them. You know, reality is really going to be getting bent for the elect, because things is going to be happening. The elect is going to be getting delivered in ways that you can't even explain, shit in ways that don't even make sense, man. You know, but like I said, the example that I gave, that's just a mortal take on ways that the Heavenly Father can deliver you out of an evil. But the Heavenly Father, He's going to do more extravagant and more, more creative deliverances than that. You know? So I got a few more articles that I'm going to go into real quick. Hopefully y'all can see everything on my camera. You know, let me see. Let me go into another article real quick. And I think this is going into some of these. I'm not going to read the whole article. I might just read the title and kind of, you know what I'm saying, just go off the title, kind of say a few things about the title. But it says China is experiencing an outbreak of the human metal pheno iris. Can't say the real word, but you know what I'm talking about. But you know, this article is saying that basically over there in China, they are experiencing basically a repeat of, you know, 2019, the whole C19 thing. They're experiencing a repeat of that. You know, they're going back into the mask. You know, they're going back into the mask again. We already know what's gonna follow behind that. The social distancing, and you know, buildings and you know, places being shut down. You know, more lockdowns. You know, canceled flights and canceled events. You know, and don't forget, we can't forget about the mask. You know, it's just a whole repeat of the same thing that happened a few years ago. They doing all this over again. You know, and what better time to do it when everybody freezing their ass off, man? You know, it's a fucking devil, man. Esau really has to be put This motherfucker really has to be put down, man. You know? The Lord really gotta put this devil down, man. We tired of suffering because this motherfucker wants to get his birthright back that he ain't never gonna get back. You know? The Edomites, they ain't gonna give up. You know? They really not gonna stop, man. Until the Lord come back and put his foot on these motherfuckers' necks, man. They ain't gonna stop until these motherfuckers is in chains. You know? Because they really hell-bent on trying to offset prophecy when that's not gonna take place, man. You're not gonna offset the prophecies in the scriptures. The scriptures talk about you devils going down and being put in chains and being put in chains under the Israelites, and that's what's gonna take place, man. You ain't gonna get around that prophecy. No matter how hard you try to destroy the Israelites, you know, no matter how hard you try to do these undoable, impossible tasks, as the scriptures say, you know, this devil ain't got no chance, man. So you can release all the pestilences, you can release all the diseases that you want, you still not gonna touch the elect. You know, wherever the elect are spread around the earth, they still gonna be put up, kept safe. You know, from all this devil, this demon time that Esau Edom is on. You know, Esau is on demon time 24/7, man. It ain't no time where he's not on demon time. This motherfucker he is the wicked. He's on demon time 24/7. You know? But it ain't nothing you can do against the elect, man. You know? It ain't no amount of witchcraft. It ain't no amount of lies and deception, you know, and diseases. It ain't no amount of that, you know, casting spells. It ain't no amount of that you can use to you know, to get to harm the elect, man. You know, because the elect have divine protection over them. You know, the elect, they have a hedge over them by the Heavenly Father himself, angels watching over them. You know, so it ain't nothing you can do to the elect. If mass death break out and a lot of Israelites die, those are not the ones that you wanted. Those are just, you know, what do you call them? Not casualties of war, but what do you call them? Damn, I forgot it. I forgot what you call it. It's a certain. Damn, I forgot what you call it. When you basically, when you're trying to get someone, you know, let's say you trying to get a certain target, but other motherfuckers die because you're trying to get that certain target. A lot of motherfuckers die just because you're trying to get that one target. And I forgot exactly what it's called. I can't really think of it right now. You know, this cold air got my, you know, freezing the damn, you know, parts of my damn brain. I can't really think right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not casualties of war, but it's something else. But you know, it ain't nothing you can do to the elect, man. You know, like I said, if you bomb a whole neighborhood of Jakes, of Israelites, and they all dying, then that's just because that's just a judgment for the Heavenly Father. You just did, you know, you just did the will of the Heavenly Father. But none of them was the elect. You know, the elect probably left, like I said, like 5 minutes before you did that. You know, you can't do nothing to the elect, man. And when the time comes, because the scriptures talk about it, when the time comes where you do start putting your hands on the elect, you know, and the elect start getting their heads decapitated because they don't want to be in your new, they don't want to be involved in your new world order, then that's when the Heavenly Father really gonna start fucking this world up, man. When y'all touch the Heavenly Father's elect for real, when the time comes, when y'all start rounding up the men of the Lord, and start putting their head in guillotines, you know, and start chopping their heads off because they not trying to get involved in your bullshit ass New World Order, then you know the Heavenly Father, he's really gonna be pissed, man. The Heavenly Father's gonna be pissed. He's gonna really come fuck this place up. You know what I'm saying? He's really gonna fuck this place up, man. He's really gonna fuck you devils up, man. He's gonna send all kind of plagues. You know? That time come the Lord, he's gonna send all type of plagues, man. Everybody gonna get fucked. When Esau come down with great wrath, the Heavenly Father's, it says that a standard, it says when they shall come in like a flood, it said a standard is gonna get lifted up. You know? The Heavenly Father is he's gonna introduce a new level of human to the earth at that time, man. You know what I'm saying? When that standard gets lifted up, lifted up, that means you basically gonna have new abilities that humans can't even achieve on their own. The Heavenly Father is gonna endow men with certain abilities that humans haven't never seen before. You're gonna be on a whole new level at that point. You know? So when Esau come in with his army, you know what I'm saying? When he come in with his SWAT teams, and you know, can't forget about his robots, his robot dogs and his drones and shit. You know, his Terminators, you know, his super soldiers with the titanium exoskeleton suits and shit like that. That's when that standard is gonna get lifted up. You know? That's when that standard is gonna get lifted up. And hey, brothers, man, you're gonna be on a whole new level, man. You know? You might be able to breathe fire. You might be able to shoot laser beams out your eyes, man. Slicing tanks in half, slicing soldiers in half and shit like that. You know, you might be able to turn invisible. You might be able to teleport. The Lord is going to really lift up a standard, man. He's going to have one of them angels endow you with some different type of power, man. I ain't talking about, hey, it might be super strength, you know? The Heavenly Father is going to really endow brothers with some supernatural power, man. You know, some divine power, some spiritual power, man. You know, he's gonna hit you with that certain level of faith to where you're gonna be doing things that a mere mortal can't do. You know, that standard is gonna get lifted, man. And that's what's gonna happen when you fuck with the elect. You know, wherever them brothers is that's out there, man. Hey, the Lord got you, man. You know, and all you gotta do is keep doing this, preaching this word, putting up videos, spreading this gospel. You know what I'm saying? And stay with this all the way until the end. That's how you know the Lord got you. You know? Let me fix this sign. I'm about to get ready to wrap it up. But you know, the Lord got us, brothers, man. You know, you few sisters out there that may watch as well. The Lord got you. You know? We already know what's the truth, man. We in it. You know? All we gotta do is stand on it. And these times will come, everybody, all these motherfuckers out here that ain't in the truth, that have no idea what's going on, these motherfuckers gonna be folding. You know? These motherfuckers gonna be folding out here. Shit gonna get so bad because the Heavenly Father's gonna be sending these plagues. These motherfuckers ain't gonna know which way to turn. You know, churches, these Christian churches gonna be filled up with motherfuckers calling on Jesus Christ, and a motherfucker might run in there with a bomb and blow all their asses up, man. This is how serious it's gonna get. You know, shit finna get real cold. Cause when shit really, when that scary shit start really hitting the streets and start really affecting these people directly, they gonna run into them churches. You know, just like those Purge movies. You know, motherfuckers run into them churches, and then you got all the troops that come in there and start gunning their asses down while they inside the church, man. The church can't save you. The scriptures talk about how the Heavenly Father doesn't dwell in temples made by the hands of men. He's not in those churches. Jesus Christ is not gonna help you. All these people gonna be calling on their idols and shit when these times come. Jesus Christ ain't gonna come out of the sky and help you, man. You know? It's finna get real wicked out here, man. You know, and that's just the times that we in. So we're gonna see what 2025 bring. But whatever it bring, we know it's gonna be wicked. You know, it's gonna be a lot of suffering, a lot of destruction, a lot of psyops, a lot of deception, a lot of confusion. You know, this is the times that we're heading into. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.